Hey guys, this is Mr. Sepulveda. Um, I was asked before about some of my sketches and where I put down my ideas. I have several different sketchbooks that I do things in. This is just the first one that I picked up earlier this morning. So I just wanted to do a little sketchbook tour. I know this sketchbook isn't 100% completed, but you guys kind of see some of my processes and kind of see just a little bit of how far I've come on my art journey. Okay, so let's go ahead and just open it up. Okay, my first page, got the pink Power Ranger on there. Got the red Power Ranger right here with a pen. It's working on proportions with bodies, so I did that several times over. Tried another Power Ranger sketch there. Looks like I was trying to practice some hands, some proportions. I definitely did a lot of hands on this one. See some fingers, some hand sketches. More Power Rangers. Little fists. Punching from different angles. Let's see, more hands. Another Power Ranger. More practice on proportions for upper torso to head. Got a bigger version of those guys. Here's a Snoopy that I was practicing doing for a 6 fan art challenge last year. Same thing here. Here's Tinkerbell. Here were my Tinkerbell sketches that I was working on for the 6 fan art challenge. Spawn I was working on for 6 fan art challenge. Seems that's the version of Spawn that I probably ended up going with. I'd have to go back and double check. Believe the enemy for this one's from Fire Force. Haven't watched it in a while. Don't remember the main characters' names. Looks like I was practicing more hands, fists, moving fingers, parts of the hand, breaking it down. Here's Natsu, Dragnil from Fairy Tale. I think I did this one for another 6 fan art challenge last year. I think I was coming between Mighty Mouse Underdog and Eren Yeager's Titan form for a 6 fan art challenge. I didn't really do the Eren Yeager one from Attack on Titan, but I think I'm going to end up doing a digital version later on. Here's some more hand practice. Put a foot in there. And that one's kind of tough, I think. Hands and feet are really tough. Here's Black Lightning that I did for the 6 fan art challenge. There's that character again from Fire Force. Don't remember his name. It's really bothering me now. I'm sure someone will leave that in the comments below. Working on some energy on a hand, leg. How's it going? Not good. Okay, here I was just messing around with some character sketches. I think I was messing around with that Power Ranger idea and just giving them different shapes for maybe like a Batman or Superman type of thing. Some other character sketches. Don't know what this is, but apparently I did it in bed and I was messing around with highlighter. It looks pretty terrible, so definitely glad I've improved since then. Oh yeah, I was making a comic for Power Rangers at one point. But I named them after Greek gods. So Hephaestus orange, Zeus yellow, Poseidon blue. it's a pretty cool idea to continue doing it. There's the blue Poseidon Ranger right there. Looks like just scribbles. Looks like I was creating symbols and stuff for that said comic that never really did. Looks like I was working on some ideas for their logo. There's Cerberus right up top, so it must be Hades. Body sketch. Yeah, so normally when my sketchbooks are usually just a spot for like a brain dump and just anything random, whether it's practice or something else. So there's a little bit right here, some chibi. Working on a sketch. I actually have the digital version of this one up on my Instagram, my teaching Instagram site. Yep, I was working on how to make a morph. I was working on helmets, dolphin for Poseidon, right? Owl for Athena. So I had a few ideas here, so I was really diving deep in here. Yeah, there's some more suit ideas, logo ideas. These are some of the characters that I was trying to design. They've definitely changed when I got into like my digital process for some of these guys, because then I ended up recycling some of these characters for a different comic. Messing around with poses, arms, fists. More of that Power Ranger stuff. Some legs, suit. And I always write notes on these things. I'll always scribble something on the sides. So here's like my Hades armor is what I wrote down over here. And you can't see that. But I was thinking of these armors and these suits. I'm not entirely sure what this was, but it looks like I was just sketching and goofing off. This is like a comic layout that I was working with. Character. Recycled them later. Just some sketches of trying to work with faces. Go. Got some other character sketches. Really don't add as much colors I feel like I should in a sketchbook, or at least in this one. But yeah, I was messing around with more helmet ideas. I think that's what most of this is going to be, probably. And I eventually break out of it. Here's some more sketches, some more hand practice. There's an eye, how I want their eyes to look. I was working with more bodies, more legs. That's female on the bottom. I feel like these are more like Danny Phantom style. That's definitely a Danny Phantom style leg. Here I was working on some hair and faces for a particular character. Of my other guys that I've worked on. There's a Pokemon type right here, a Pokemon character. Some more pictures. I'm trying to figure out what this character is going to look like. Again, more hair, more figuring out what characters will look like. Some more scribbles. Some monsters. Some demons. Some bad guys, like that cat tiger guy. More poses. Trying to become a little bit more dynamic. This is what it looks like. mess around some character designs here. I think this bottom one looks pretty good. Kind of reminds me of Deku in like a football uniform. That's what it looks like. More arm and hand practice. Starting to work on mechas and robots apparently, and ships. Some perspective. Well, sketch got used up, but it looks like I was working with the chibi character here. Which character? Right there. I actually made a video during one of my Draw with Mr. S sessions with that. So that's the same witch, just messing around with alcohol markers. They don't really work as well in the sketchbook as they do on a marker pad. There's another chibi and some head practice. More chibi. Just working on a Black Panther sketch idea, which I actually put up a digital one on my Instagram. I don't remember if it was my teaching one or my regular account. I'm working on proportions, bodies, hair, eyes, character design. This is going to be a Monkey D. Luffy idea, but I didn't finish it. Most of my stuff I don't usually finish. So working on perspective, bodies, some magic stuff. Learning about the skeleton over here, apparently. Another hand. This was my. These were the ideas and sketches I did when I did my Halloween sketch, my Drawing with Mr. S Halloween Day on Microsoft Teams with my elementary school. That was probably the biggest turnout we had, and we got to draw a lot of these. We didn't draw them all. I know we didn't draw the Frankenstein. We definitely did the Ghost. We did the Witch. We did the Grim Reaper. We did a lot of these cool ones on there. So I'd like to do that again, maybe live or hopefully next year. We'll see what that looks like. More proportions, shading, creating a scene over here. More people. We're actually almost done. Sorry, that's my phone. We're actually almost done over here. Some hand ideas, some gloves for a character that I worked on. And you'll see like lots of sketches and stuff like that. It looks like I was working on a mouth or nose over there, three-dimensional shapes. A pose. Trying to learn how the body works. This is an idea for a superhero character that I did a while back. His name is Kid Copper. Drew some animals. Animals are fun. I wish I'd do more of them, but I don't, which is really funny. Working on a nose, eye. More character sketches. I think that's the main character from Shadowverse, from what I can tell from that sketch. It's also not done. Working on skull stuff. Working on a face or a head. Looks like a little bit more color, but I really should do some more in here. Working on a Christmas thing. Some eyes. Working on eyes all over the place. I think that's an area that I shined in a lot more, especially this year. And my eyes started looking better for some of my characters. I did this, but I did this as a marker on a marker pad and sketched it out. I sketched it out here first, tried to figure out my ideas, and then I put it onto actual paper. I think my sketches look a little bit better than that. This is part of a comic, so I was just working out the layout. Some I put more detail into, right, than others. Some more just random sketches. I think I was playing around with hair on these. I was working on just different characters. Okay, some more sketches, more proportion. Again, perspective. So working on a picture for a student. This was the face that I was gonna use, and I really loved it, but I decided last minute to change up style, so like a Wings Club style. She wanted her with a turtle on her head, so I thought that was a cute turtle. Drew this for a colleague who discovered she had breast cancer, was diagnosed with breast cancer. So I ended up doing the sketch here, but I ended up doing the actual artwork on marker paper, and I gave her the original of that. But I definitely have a picture, and I'll post it right next to this one in the video with editing magic. Here is just drawing some pictures. I was working on an eye with those alcohol markers, and then looks like I got a Todoroki, and then I was working on Deku over here from My Hero Academia. This is the end of my sketchbook. Definitely have a million more ideas being added to this as I go, and then I'm really happy to kind of see this journey of how much improvements I'm making between traditional and digital. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks in the next video.